Let's move on to another wonderful video game with several fantastic titles, 10 out of 10, like Half-Life. Although it's not going to actually be about the video game franchise itself, but about the video game franchise getting adapted into a TV show. God of War. According to Deadline, the creators and executive producers of The Expanse and the showrunner for The Wheel of Time, both Amazon Prime Video TV shows, they are apparently trying to bring a God of War TV show to life on Prime Video. Apparently, according to Deadline, this will be the biggest, most expensive production of a video game to TV adaptation to date, topping Twisted Metal, which has yet to come out. Same with The Last of Us and the soon-to-be released Halo, Arcane, Cuphead, Castlevania, all of them. It's going to be apparently much bigger than that. Thank God, because if you're going to sort of match the epic scale of God of War from the original trilogy and, of course, the more recent semi-reboot of it, you're going to have a huge budget so they can animate stuff like the World Serpent and like whatever the monsters that are in those games. I'm just wondering whether or not they'll go with the Norse mythology or with the Greek mythology. Although I imagine because of the recent success of
Probably both.
both, you think? Yeah, yeah.
I think there's room to start the story and do like a 7-8 season run essentially with all of the content that's there, and there's a lot more content that's there that they could really enact upon. My only question is, who are they getting to play Kratos?
Jason Momoa.
Absolutely. That is the last thing I wanted to hear.
Why?
Because Christopher Judd is the voice of Kratos.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you've seen him. He's also built like Kratos too. So
okay, well, yeah, but like, and David Hayter is the voice of Solid Snake, but I don't want him playing the live action version of Solid Snake. And
true. So I mean, I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like I love Christopher Judd so much.
Yeah, he's the man.
Yeah, he's one of my all-time favorite actors. I met him 3 times, I think, and he's great. Like he's awesome. And he's awesome because of like his genuine smile. Like people, they put on the smile for like TV. Then there's Christopher Judd who's smiling because he's entertained by what's going on around him, and he likes what's going on around him, and he just smiles naturally. It's like that kind of a thing is really hard to get, and he's an amazing actor, and he's pretty like, I mean, I grew up watching him all the time. So yeah, pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And definitely what I would say, I would definitely be very interested to see, because maybe they're not doing it. Maybe it's like semi live action. I don't know. That would be kind of weird. Maybe I don't think we're ready for, Beowulf the series animation. I don't know if we're quite there yet.
That'd be too expensive, man. Although it is Amazon.
There is a time, I think, in the future, there is a day when that's coming. And it's kind of funny because we'll have gone almost full circle, right? It's like we started with silent films for a very brief amount of time. Then radio became the big thing and reigned for like a really long time as the number one entertainment source. Then television came in, swept it off the feet, movies too. And then, eventually we'll be back to the point where it's the voice that people are going to chase down more than anything. Mm-hmm. So, because they'll be able to make your character look and act exactly as they want to. Mm-hmm. They'll never have to, take retake upon retake upon retake. They'll just capture your likeness and then change your emotions, your looks, and whatever instantaneously with, tons and tons of algorithms. It's kind of a depressing way of looking at the future of movies and entertainment. But what that will do is that will open up the opportunity for people to create tons and tons of content, shows and stuff like that with just a handful of people and a few programs. Like being able to create giant epics that are like, 10 seasons long with a handful of voices, and that's it. And it's just like a handful of people in a little garage with a bunch of green screens and some mocaps basically doing everything.
Yeah.
It's like we'll eventually get there, and when that happens, I mean, that's going to be an interesting time.
Can you imagine like being able to recreate like Humphrey Bogart just in CGI, be able to cross the uncanny valley and then use sort of like that voice technology that mixes a whole bunch of old dialogue and then recreates the voice and then just bring him back to life for a movie. That would like they're already sort of doing that in regards to concerts for people like Buddy Holly and Roy Orbison. Why not for the old actors when movies get there? And
well, I mean, they already did that for what for
Star Wars.
Leia. Yeah, Star Wars.
For,
Star Wars has already done that. Carrie Fisher. We'll start to see it more and more for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And there are some people who I suppose at this point will never really die, right? Like there's some iconic figures in cinematography that as long as their estates release the ability to recreate them, that we'll see them forever.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Clint Eastwood is never going to die. And when he actually dies, it'll probably be around the time this technology comes out, and we won't even know, right? Because, the guy's got to be nearly 100 years old, and he's got no signs of stopping anytime soon.
Yeah. Nope.
Yeah. It's cool, though. I have hope for this, too. Apparently, The Expanse... I've never seen it, but a lot of people say it's fantastic. Apparently, it's like Game of Thrones in space.
It's absolutely fantastic. It's a great show.
Yeah, hopefully
good books, but they've managed to bring it live in the show just really, really well. They've captured it really, really well.
Yeah, I really want to see it. Like my buddy, you remember Black Pencil Ninja when he did the show with us? He's absolutely enamored with that show, and he's been begging me forever to see it. I will see it soon. Me and my girlfriend are currently going through Death Note at the moment. And The Wheel of Time, I actually watched the first season of that. Pretty good. Like, not great. It's not like a replacement for like the high fantasy of movies like Lord of the Rings or anything like that. But if I like hearing that the people behind that show are doing God of War, I feel pretty safe and secure knowing that they're behind it. Go ahead.
I'm not surprised that it's taking you this long to get through Death Note. I mean, I thought, like 2 minutes at a time is just brutal for me. And I mean, the movie is like what? It's like an hour and a half long. So
I meant the TV show.
I understand. You gotta put like a couple hours between each. Oh, the TV show.
Yes.
Okay. The anime, the original. Right. Actually, that makes a lot more sense now. I mean, still, it would be about the same, like to actually be able to go through the Death Note movie without becoming incredibly sick or just really really unhealthy. It's same with the Dragon Ball Z live action movies. It's like you have to get somebody to wire you into a chair, strap you down, force your eyeballs open with that face rigging machine, and then
Clockwork Orange
playing like a minute or two of the movie at a time, will make you not go insane. But if you go past 5 minutes, I mean, your sanity is gone. I mean, you're just like, why would anybody make this? Why would anybody destroy the IP of Dragon Ball? Why would they do this? This is horrible. Why does this person, why did they cast that person in that role? That kind of stuff. It's normal.
I read the other day, I haven't seen that movie, but I know everybody hates it. And apparently the lead actor for the guy who played Light, or whoever the American version of Light is, said he hated the script, but he only did the movie because he just loved the anime so much and he didn't want to pass up this opportunity to play Light. Right. Yeah. Anyways. So I'm excited. It's probably going to be like 3 or 4 years off at least. We'll have plenty of time to indulge in stuff like Twisted Metal and the new season of Arcane, and then Lord of the Rings will be coming out from Amazon Prime soon. Hopefully that's good.
Soon we will have Fallout. I cannot wait for that show.
That too, yeah. And apparently, sorry,
I'm assuming it's going to be terrible because it's being made by Hollywood people. And I mean, they're just really garbage at what they do recently. Mm-hmm. But I'm hoping, I'm crossing my fingers. I'm praying every day. Please don't let this show be garbage. Please let it have some semblance of coolness to it. Please.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my ever hopeful wish.
Yeah. Well, it seems like the trend is to take video game properties a little bit more seriously. I mean, Uncharted wasn't that great, but Arcane was. Cuphead is apparently okay from a lot of people's perspective. Sonic was good. Let's hope that trend continues with these new adaptations.